The capitalist lawyer versus the socialist mayor is essentially the crux of this video. I think there's three competing ideologies to dominate the world: Americanism, Islamism, and socialism, leftism. Only one of them has created the world's pinnacle nation, the United States of America. The other two create misery, death, and destruction, and he embodies the other two. So I think New York is in for something pretty bad, to be very candid. Those things generally take time. It takes time to run out of other people's money. So he takes office, I believe, January 1st of 2026. You won't see it on January 15th of 2026. It might be 2027, 2028. He's also going to come across some hurdles. From what I understand, any tax raises that he wants to implement have to go through the New York legislator or the New York governor's mansion. So there could be some obstacles to him implementing the things that he wants to do. Hopefully for the residents of New York, that's true. Hopefully. And it kind of seems like that because he just put out a video the other day where he's now asking for donations. So perhaps he understands already that he won't be able to implement everything that he wants to implement. As a businessman and landlord, the rent control that he wants to implement in New York City is completely unjust. Completely unjust. Because the landlord's prices for taxes, insurance, maintenance, electricity, fumigation, waste removal, water, all increase. All of the costs of doing business increase because of inflation and other reasons. How can the rent stay the same? What's going to happen there is no landlord is going to put any money into those properties. When they see a rat, they're not going to call a fumigator. When their toilet is backed up, they're not going to call a plumber. When their climate control, their HVACs aren't working, you're going to freeze in December and you're going to pasar mucho calor in English. You're going to suffer from a lot of heat in July because nobody's going to want to repair the properties. They're going to be dilapidated. You're going to think that your landlord is a scumbag, but nobody's going to want to invest any money. Nobody's going to want to repair anything. The whole point of the whole reason that that properties are maintained, and here in Miami, the properties are 1960s, 1970s. When you go to New York and it's 1910, how much more tender love and care do those apartments need? Nobody's going to want to build in New York City because there's not going to be any type of return. So if people continue to move over there, which I suspect Mam Damni wants them to move over there, and there's a fixed amount of housing, dilapidated housing, what are you going to do? How are you going to solve that problem?